Okay. Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I am the Y2K collector and I'm back. We are just a few more days closer to Christmas and I can already taste the gingerbread and I cannot wait for that day when we get to dive into all of the gifts we've been waiting for. Hopefully this year is a little bit better than it was last year. We all know what we were going through around this time last year. So this year should hopefully be better. We should be able to get more time with friends and family, and we're always looking forward to that. And when we get around our friends and family, what are we doing? We're gaming, right? So we're getting out our old school Nintendos, our Super Nintendos, we're pulling out the Wii's, we're, getting the PlayStations out, and we're kind of having that good old time with gaming. And there are still a lot of good pickups that you can make. I didn't realize it until I decided to go on an impromptu game run the other day and just said, you know what, let me go ahead and hit up some of these old spots that I had, some of these retro game stores and thrift stores. And I said, let me see if there's anything out there. And lo and behold, I was able to find some pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to go over that with you in this next episode of the pickups that we have for December. So I don't want to do too much jabbering and blabbering rather. So we're going to go ahead and dive into it, and made a stop at the local Goodwill and was able to find some pretty cool stuff. So when I was at Goodwill, I did run into a sealed and brand new copy of Monster Hunter World Iceborne Master Edition. So this is a pretty cool one on the PlayStation. This is a PlayStation exclusive, a PlayStation 4 exclusive, and this is Capcom, so I'm a huge Capcom fan, and I like the Monster Hunter series. I do have Monster Hunter Rise, so this is a pretty cool one here that I did find at the Goodwill, and so I went ahead and picked this one up. And then also at the Goodwill, I found something that I've been looking for a while, and I was actually going to buy one of them or buy this actually online. I was going to see if I could find one on Amazon, but I actually found one at the Goodwill store. It's a set, and it's for the Nintendo Wii. And I was primarily looking for one of these just because I've been getting a lot of the sports games, and that is one of these, all-in-one extension. So like the tennis racket and the steering wheel, and then the putters for the golf, and then the bat for the baseball. I have Super Mario Sports Mix, and so getting this ultimate action pack of accessories and add-ons that you can use for the Wii is great, because we're gonna have a blast with this Christmas. And as you can see, I left the sticker on there, but this was half off, so got this for $4, so not bad. I don't know if there's any Nintendo branded accessories I don't know if Nintendo made stuff like this. I mean, I'm sure they did. If they did, let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know what those are going for, because I'm sure like the OEM stuff, like if Nintendo does have a pack like this, it's probably really expensive, just because hardware is just getting more and more expensive. So, but yeah, that was great to find. And those were two pretty cool Goodwill pickups, and I was pretty happy about that. One more that we found there as well, did find the Star Wars The Force Unleashed. So this is one that I was able to find over in the Goodwill store, and this is the Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. I had the Force Unleashed, the first one, and that was a very fun game to play. So this is also, I'm going to hope and assume that this is also a fun one to play. I don't think I ever got around to playing this one, but this is part of their platinum hits, and I'm sure it's a good time. I love Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I love when they get those Star Wars marathons going on TNT. That's always great. So got that in there. All right. So then we had some thrift store pickups, which was also great. Gotta love when you can go out and get those thrift store finds. And had another This one is more of like a consignment thrift store, so not more like a Goodwill or Salvation Army. And there I was able to pick up 3 decent games, pretty decent games, right? At a very good price. I think these all came in roughly around $30, and we got some good value here. So if you look, Epic Mickey, right? So this is on the Nintendo Wii. This is, again, a very fun game. This is not in the greatest condition. Usually I don't get games when they're in this condition. But I got a few games in kind of like a trade / purchase, so it actually all worked out. And this is a game that I would definitely want to play. Epic Mickey is definitely known for being a good game, so I'll be looking forward to getting into that. And then also Mario Power Tennis on the Wii. So this is actually pretty cool, right? So definitely plan on using my accessories. Sorry about that. Definitely plan on using my accessories with this one here, especially the tennis racket. I love playing Wii Tennis, so I'm sure that this is going to be a ton of fun. And this just works perfectly with the accessories that I got. So definitely looking forward to getting into that on the Wii. And then the last thing that I got was this surprising pickup. And, you know, I keep track of the games that I have through GameEye, and I was actually kind of shocked at the value of this when I punched it in. I mainly got it because I remember watching Digimon, not a ton, but I did like the whole fact that, you know, these little monsters could transform into almost these like Gundam type, you know, looking creatures. So I was just fascinated by that. I like the story too, and how they can level up and how they can evolve. And when they evolve, they just, you know, power up even more. So I thought that this was pretty cool. And I'm over here talking about it, and I'm not even showing it to y'all. So check that out. So this is Digimon World 2. I was jabbering and blabbering. I didn't even have it. So this is Digimon World 2. Got this at that store, and I was shocked. This is about a, you know, $100+ game, I would say. And you know, it's not the best. I don't know if it's the best Digimon game. I know they've got Digimon games for a bunch of systems, but this was a pretty clean copy on the PS1. So got that there. So not a bad little pickup on that front. So had some pretty decent deals so far, you know, nothing too crazy, but some decent stuff. And then, I decided to go ahead and swing through, a retro game store that I typically go into. And when I went in there, they also had some decent deals. They had this super clean copy of Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS, complete in box. Man, it was so clean. Really good price on this one. I think this was like 12 or 13. I mean, that might be the standard price, but it was clean. Went ahead and got that. So that was a good deal there. And then they had these GameCube memory cards on sale here. I think this is the bigger one here. And actually, I don't think this was on sale. I think they had these priced pretty much at market value, or maybe a little bit higher. This one was around $19.99, but it was a clean memory card. I typically don't see them like that out, you know, so a lot of times they have stickers and stuff. So this is one I got from them. Also wanted to support their shop. They're a pretty cool shop, pretty friendly in there. And when I made those purchases, I was able to get some cool free pins. So we have the, I think this is from Smash Brothers. They had this pin here. I think this is the health pellet, I think from Smash Brothers or something like that. They also had this guy here. I'm not sure if this is the guy from Pikmin. You know, I can't keep track of all these characters, but they did have this pin. This is another cool pin that they gave me. And then we have, I think this is the Mario bomb that we have here. So that's a pretty cool pin there. So had some pretty cool pins I was able to get there, and those were free. They just threw those in. So I'll be putting this on one of my hats or maybe on a backpack, and that was cool. So now we have just a couple more pickups. We had some online bids and auctions won, and can't remember all of these, but I got a pretty good deal on most of these. I want to say these were all in like the $19.99 range, between 20 and 25 range. And the first one that we have here is Raid and Trad. Like I said, I was going to be picking up the SNES shoot 'em ups and adding them to the collection. I think there's only a few that I'm missing at this point, maybe 3. So I'm holding out on those. Gonna wait till I can see if I can get a really good deal on those. But Raid and Trad is just a shoot 'em up, or shmup, that as I like to call them. And then we have another one here. This is Excalibur 2097. This is also a pretty cool shmup as well. So those are 2 shmups that I got on the SNES as a part of the pickup. And then on here, this is actually a really cool one, and I wanted to get this into my Game Boy collection, but just because it's a combination of a shmup, beat 'em up, graphics are great, and it's made by Treasure, so they make great games. And that is Astro Boy on the Game Boy Advanced. So yeah, and that pretty much does it. Those were the pickups that I was able to get my hands on over the last few days. Was able to run out, hit up some stores. Also was able to go to a few thrift stores, retro game stores, and won some online auctions. And I would say, we did find some really cool gems in this week's run. Don't think I'm going to have time for any other runs. And I want to say I've pretty much hit the goal that I had for this year in terms of just certain things that I wanted to have into my collection before going into 2022. Because while I don't think everything is going to go up in 2022, I do think that there are going to be some games, some consoles, certain systems that we're going to see start to move up in price and in value. And, a few of them were, I want to say all of them were ones that I definitely wanted to play and look forward to playing when we get into them. And if we decide to keep them all, maybe we keep them all, but the option to offload some of them is there as well. So perhaps in 2022 on the channel you'll start to see me offload some of the collection, and I'll be definitely glad to kind of share that with the page as well. But that is all that I've got for today. Want to say thank you for dropping by. I am the Y2K Collector. Take it easy.